Afternoon, everyone. Scouse Bandit here. Hope you're doing okay. I've just realised I always say either good afternoon, everyone, or good morning whenever I'm recording. But obviously it depends on when you're watching this, whether it is afternoon or whether it's morning. But right now it's 3:15 in the afternoon. So for me, it's definitely afternoon. Anyway, good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to have a quick chat today about something that's been on my mind for a couple of weeks. Now, I've got children. I've got 4 kids, and one of them, my eldest, is getting to an age now where he is almost ready to start to learn to drive. His next birthday, he'll be ready to learn to drive. So we're getting to that exciting time of life. He's bigger than me in every way. He's taller, he's heavier, and everything. And makes me feel a bit old, makes me feel a bit small. But anyway, there you go. So he's wanting to obviously find his independence. He's got his mates talking about getting cars, and he's got family members and friends who are now passing their tests and learning to drive. And so the pressure's on. Now, I've looked into it for him. And for me to insure him on our car, now obviously we've got 4 kids, so we've got a big car, a people carrier. Yeah, I know, don't get me started. It's a people carrier. But still, needs must. Anyway, we've got a people carrier, and for me to get him insured on our car, the money is utterly ridiculous. What they want is just ridiculous. To insure him on my car, it's going to be anywhere between £1,500 and £2,000 to put him on as a named driver. Now, I just can't afford that. I mean, how can the likes of your ordinary Joe Public earning an ordinary wage, how can we afford that kind of money? You just can't. So, I feel a bit bad, but I don't think I'm going to be able to put him on my insurance. Now, gone are the days where when I started to learn to drive, when I was 17, so, I mean, going back, I don't know. Well, I'm 43 now, so going back then, when I was 17, you do the maths. It seemed a lot more straightforward. My dad put me on the car insurance, and he took me out and he taught me to drive. And then I had a few lessons with an instructor just to top up, the skills and to get rid of any of the bad habits that Dad had taught me. And then I did my test, passed my test, and I was still on my dad's insurance, and I had use of my dad's car until I bought my own. And that was what it was. And I don't think the money was such a massive issue as it is today. Now, I know that there's a lot of idiots on the road, a lot of children, a lot of youngsters who are just fools and cause problems. But they're not all like that. They're not all like that. And I think, to tarnish everyone with the same brush is a bit unfair. However, that's not the issue. The issue I want to talk about is my son has now started to talk about getting a motorbike because he knows that it's going to be difficult for us to insure him. So we started to talk about getting a 50 or a 125cc scooter or a 125 bike, geared bike, and to go down that route. And that will be a whole lot cheaper. £100 for the CBT, and then that's it. Buy the bike, bit of insurance, a lot cheaper than going down the car route. Now, this is where the problem comes. Now, as a dad, that really frightens me because I'm scared for him going on a motorbike. Now, I know that sounds really hypocritical because here I am, sat right now, currently riding my 1250 Bandit. And to say that I'm worried for my son is hypocritical. However, he's my son, and I love him to bits. And I would hate to think that because of my passion for motorbikes that he's grown up with and he's seen how I love bikes and, that's what I talk about, that's what I do, that's what I enjoy doing, and I get out when I can. And he's heard me going on, on the tours with the lads and come back buzzing and the films and the photographs and all of that. And so I think because of that, he's got a real passion for bikes as well. And to be fair, he has got a passion for bikes and he knows his bikes. He sees them in the street and he knows them. He can name what's gone past. He can name his bikes. But part of me is really worried about the fact that he might be getting on a 125. I mean, if he was going to do it, I would push him down the 125 geared bike route, not a 50cc scooter. But I don't know. What do you think? Am I being unfair? I'm just worried, and I don't want him to get one. Not yet. And I've said to him, you know, I would prefer you to get some road experience driving a car, and then maybe look about getting a motorbike after that. But how? It's a catch-22, isn't it? How does he do that? You know, when you can't afford to put him on the car insurance. I don't know. It's a really difficult one. What would you do? Would you allow your son or your daughter to go on a 125 bike? Would you allow them to? Or would you be like me and be a little bit scared about it? I just don't know. Because there's the flip side of it, and I really want him to, because I'd love to be able to go out with him and have days out on the bike, and then that would lead, obviously, you know, as he got more experienced and perhaps older and got a bike, did his test and got a bigger bike, it would lead to having, you know, perhaps tours where we could go off together and do tours, and I love the idea of that. I suppose it's got to start somewhere, but I don't know. All I know is if I was 17, if I was 17 and I got on a motorbike, and, you know, a 125 can do 70 mile an hour, let's be honest, 60, 70 mile an hour. So they're dangerous machines. And if I was 17 on a bike like that, I think I would have been a bit stupid. I think I would have had a few accidents. Because when you're 17, you're indestructible, aren't you? You know, you really do think that you are indestructible when you're 17. And actually, we all know, in reality, you're not. But you don't think like that when you're 17. So let me know what you think. Let me know your comments. Love to hear from you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I shall see you all soon. Until then, it's been the Scouse Bandit. Catch you later.